What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Grant's Curb Appeal Lawn Care on this August the 12th, Tuesday. As you can see, I am doing something that I don't do much of anymore, and that is push mowing. It's been a little while since I picked up the camera, and honestly, it took everything in me to even want to even shoot this video. It's just like, I've gotten so deep into grind mode and wanting to just get in and out of these properties now that setting up a camera or a tripod has fallen by the wayside. And sometimes I don't even know if I really even want to do it as much as I used to anymore anyway. I mean, it's just one of those things that now I don't know whether the hype to record and drop content is just fizzling away from me, or rather it's just the slow progression of the page. I'm not 100% sure exactly what it is, but I just plan on, I don't know, maybe here and there being very sporadic, or maybe just pulling the plug for a while. I do have one other video that I have in mind. I have a project that's coming up. It's a tree job that I'll be doing, and I'm just trying to see whether if I can get a dump trailer that'll help me out a little bit better with that job when it comes up. But it's just really been I don't want to record content like that anymore, and it's just going to probably take me a little bit of time to find that spunk to want to do it again. I mean, as been discussed in a lot of videos before, it takes so much time to do this and edit, and I don't even have all of the best editing choices on this little iMovie app that I have. So I mean, I know my content doesn't come out as popping or glamorous as a lot of other channels, but it's just the simple thought that the hard work that goes into it on my behalf, I just don't feel like I've reached where I wanted to reach, and it's been quite some time now. I wish I was a little over 1K subscribers, and I know you got to be consistent, and I know there's so many things to get you in the YouTube algorithm, but honestly, I've just lost that, motivation to do it. So that's where I've, kind of been, where I've been feeling. I don't want to drop this as a pity feel sorry type video, but it is what it is. And, truthfully, with us already being in the fourth quarter, the main thought is to finish it strong and finish it as fast as possible. On the positive side of it, looking at YouTube channels across the entire platform, some people drop so many videos in 1 week. It's like, my watch later list continues to just grow, and sometimes it's just so hard to keep up with certain channels, and it's kind of reached a burnout point. It's like nobody who I guess has made success on YouTube takes a break from it. They're just constantly grinding and dropping videos, dropping some type of content. And I get it. I mean, it keeps you out there in the YouTube algorithm. It gets you noticed. It gets your page growing. But it's like, once you've gotten so much of a dose of certain channels, it's almost like hard to keep tuning yourself to stay in contact with what they're dropping, if that makes sense. I mean, it's just sometimes so many videos come out in a week, and it's just like I just can't keep up sometimes, especially when I'm on my full-time job and not mowing. I'm not able to look at YouTube videos for quite a bit of hours during the day. And when I do get some downtime, I go and look, and the subscriptions, there's just YouTube video after YouTube video after YouTube video. And a lot of it, and a lot of the conversations and topics, they're pretty much, a lot of them are repetitive. And I'm not saying that in a demeaning or demise, whatever the word is, way. But it's just like sometimes trying to support, it gets kind of hard as well. But anyways, I just personally be trying to not get super burnt out, because I love the enjoyment of content. I mean, like I said before, I watch a wide range of videos on YouTube, and some channels, they do the perfect amount of content. Some go 5 or 6 videos a week. I don't know how they pull off the motivation and the I don't know the other word I'm looking for, but I don't know how they pull it off. I tried it at one point in time. If you go back, you will see where I was trying to drop 2 videos during a week sometimes. That just fizzled away. I tried to, 1 video a week. That kind of fizzled away. So I watched one YouTube channel. I literally watched that channel go from a little over 500 subscribers to 4,000+ subscribers in less than 2 weeks. And that is the truth. There's another YouTuber on here that hasn't posted in a while neither, and I've had several conversations with him. And I've tried just about every type of way other than advertise. I don't have Facebook to post my YouTube channel on. I have Instagram that it's on, but that's not even seeming to take traction, because even the link is in the description to actually even get to the channel. So I don't know, I'm just at a point now to where I think YouTube is going to be at the bottom of the list when it comes to what I'm going to finish up this 2025 fourth quarter of the season in, and see whether if I do wintertime projects, maybe I'll shake out of this, not want to, and get back to setting up a tripod with a smile on my face and putting something out there. I mean, I do have some people that comment, some loyal subscribers on the channel that always make me feel very welcome to be a part of the lawn care YouTube world. And some people who aren't even into the field of lawn care, they'll comment with positive feedback, and that keeps me going. I have a lot of comments I haven't even gotten to in a while. I just stopped even looking at my YouTube, the studio, where you can actually go to check out all of that. I stopped looking at it. I mean, I went almost 2 weeks one time and didn't even look to see how many subs I had, or even see any leftover comments. And I know there's plenty in there, but it's just like falling into that slump of just, it's so hard to say, oh, I don't want a certain amount of subscribers by an X amount of time, or I don't want my page to be well known, because I mean, truth be told, that's why a lot of us do YouTube. We do it to reach out to people, meet new people, and entertain an audience. And I was watching a guy that does the weather, and he was stating that he has over 100K subs on his channel, and he was quite disappointed in not reaching certain levels that he wanted to throughout all of the videos that he posted. And he's just like looking at other channels. He kind of reminds me of myself, looking at other channels with less, that are getting a whole lot more interactions and subs and It takes a toll on someone who has a certain goal in mind for the social media world. It's happening all across the board. I'm just speaking out on it, and I mean, if you feel like these type of conversations aren't for you, don't leave a comment on my channel. I'm just posting this for, those who can possibly relate, and for those who actually just want to enjoy somebody push mowing with a little bit of a conversation in the background. That's what this one is going to be for. This is real raw, conversation coming from me. I mean, that seems like what a lot of people like to hear. A lot of raw, unfiltered, conversations and topics coming from people. But I've just been like, man, screw it. Like, this is going on, I forgot how many years now. I don't even know how many years I've been trying to do YouTube. I think maybe 4 out of the 5 I've been doing it ever since I started saying, hey, I'm gonna try this. And it's just like, what is it? I don't like doing clickbait titles. I don't like doing false narratives to try to just gain, people to run to my channel. I just don't even, see the point in that, because once the people click the video, and you'll see it all day long if you watch enough videos. Clickbait. Why do you want to clickbait somebody to your channel? I mean, if people can't really accept you for your 100%, authentic self, you don't really want that really, type of attention. So, I mean, I know this video may be all over the place, but I mean, I've seen so many. You need to make a certain thumbnail. You need to do this. You need to do that. And this will guarantee you this on YouTube and guarantee you that on YouTube. And it's just like, man, no. It just depends on, I guess I would say, your flat out luck on YouTube. But anyway, and the last thing I'm going to say as I wrap this up, and I think this is the voiceover that I'm going to post. I mean, it is what it is. But I've been, like I said earlier, I've been watching a lot of YouTube channels, and man, the comment sections on some people's channels are horrible. I mean, why do you think for a second to get on people's channels to be so negative and nasty in the comment section toward them is something cool? Like the old saying goes, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. And some people unload bullshit on people's channels in the comment sections, and the question is why. If you don't like what somebody has filmed or put out there, why degrade it? Keep it moving. And you don't even have to even revisit that channel anymore. But to be nasty and just hide behind a keyboard or a cell phone screen and sit there and take the time to just talk straight up shit to somebody on their channel, I mean, why? And you'll see a lot of them comment, just taking the high road for the negative comment, and I get it. But to me, why even go on somebody's channel with that? And I see why a lot of channels cut their comment sections off, because this has just became such a, I'm gonna say what I want to say, I don't care who it offends type of world, till it's just like the norm. Like, you can put out like a cup of water, and a cup of water with a quote, and somebody's going to find the time to say something negative. It's like the glass half empty, half full saga, where some people are going to say this and some people are going to say that, and then boom, you're going to have, here come those, fake pages with, somebody's behind the screen doing it. You can't blame everything on AI. Somebody's taking the time with these fake pages to go out and just degrade somebody else's content where there's nobody forcing you to watch. So that's another reason, man. You can't even post anything for your normal audience without some, stranger coming to your channel and putting their own 2 cents in when the shit wasn't even asked for. I don't know whether if that's happened lately on my channel. Like I said, I don't even go in my studio to look at comments like that. I have a lot of people, good people, that I haven't commented back on, that I'm gonna probably take the time to do so here in the days to come. But that's another thing that I've just been seeing on YouTube. Like, who sits there and go to some of these channels, and some of these channels you watch, man, the content creator is just some of the nicest people you ever know, talks to people 100%, responds in their comments on time, and just holds a conversation with you, laugh, sharing jokes and everything. And here comes some asswipe that comes and says something just to be that person. But I'm telling you, man, it's just been me sitting back the last few weeks, reflecting and not even trying to be a part of just dropping anything right now. I think this video will be 3 weeks since the last one, and before then it was like another 3 weeks or a month has went by since I did anything. But oh well, that's kind of an update. That's kind of a spill I went on. Hopefully, if you made it this far in the video, if you can relate to anything I said today, I totally respect that. If you in this YouTube content world and just have either hit a burnout spot or just really just focusing on the job at hand and not even worrying about content. But anyways, everyone, y'all be blessed. Again, just give me some time to figure out, my route of travel when it comes to this YouTube, journey. Like I said, I got one more video that I have in mind that I may get shot before the full end of the season, and I may drop that one. Just depends on my mood and how it feels. But y'all take care. Just stay tuned. You never know. And I appreciate you for watching. Y'all be blessed.